Hi everyone, Arnaldo Woffman here on behalf of Global Trust America. I'm here with Dane Holman of Fuse Entertainment over from Ohio. He came all the way down to Florida to help me do this video because that's how we roll. So one of the things that we've recently been having a lot of fun with has been the F21 tube series, which is a tube made out of aluminum. There's a lot of handy stuff that you can do with these. It comes in a few different versions. The ones that I have are the 1.5, and it's compatible with the F24, but the system's called the F21. And then we have the 2.0, which is slightly bigger. Now, of course, some of you are gonna be like, "Hey, Arnaldo, that's taller than you." Ah, ha, ha, funny. So what?
I already made that joke.
Yeah, well, so what can you use these for? You can use these for quite a bit different things on here. Some of you guys may use these to, for example, let me put this down for a sec here. The event I'm going to be doing, I'm actually going to hang these in between the trussing to be able to hang a disco ball. So I don't want to sit there and run trussing just to hang one light. So this is going to connect in between two because they use the standard F24 connector system with these standard couplers, and I'll show you that in just a second. You can also, for example, put these against one of the heavy duty bases and use them to either hold up string lighting, or you can mount a Leco on top. A lot of different things you can do. But one of the things that I was asked about is, well, what happens if you have a banner, or if you need to do a video screen, or you need to do something? There is a specific kit and just a whole general set so you can do that. So I'm going to show you that today. We're going to open up our handy dandy Global Trust bag that has our Spandex Screen Kit. Now the Spandex Screen Kit, let's move this stuff out of the way and I'll tell you about that in a second, comes with your bungee cords, and then you have a wonderfully made Spandex screen. And one of the nice things about the Spandex screen, unlike other ones that you may have to get custom, is since this isn't custom, you're going to get it a much better deal. But you do have a nice double stitch all the way throughout, so it's not going to rip apart on you. And you have these handy dandy, let's see here, let me find the edges. You got the edges here so you can hang your, pull your screen. But of course, if you need a little bit of extra weight to pull it taut, you have, well, not really grommets, but I guess you have belt loops, I guess is the best way you can describe it. So this is it's going to give you a few different configurations that you can do with this. I'm going to show you one of them as easily as we can in the hotel room. We're setting up for a big prom tomorrow, the biggest one of the year. So we're excited about that. So, as far as putting these F21 systems together, of course, you use a standard F24 coupler with the pins and the arc clips. So you can make your, if you're going to use it to hold a sign or a screen, you can make it as big or as little as you need. But to connect everything together, you're going to want to use a die block or a die connector. So the die connector or the die block, again, you'll see here the little threaded hole, and you have a whole bunch of different pivot points. So basically, you take your conical couplers, there's a bolt that comes with it, and you can decide which direction you need them to be, so you can create all sorts of really cool, exciting things with the F21 system. So we're going to go ahead and put the screen together. As with anything that you purchase from Global Trust, you won't be left out of not having any of the pins or the clips or the R clips or anything like that, because it does come with everything you're going to need. And we're going to build a small version of it since we're in the hotel room, but one of the nice things about this system is you can pretty much do whatever you want. Let your imagination go wild. So we're going to go ahead and slide this guy in. There you go. Now we're going to go ahead and grab one of these guys. We're just going to make a very simple square shape. Now, of course, with this system, you know, you can make a widescreen. So that's one of the really cool things about it is you can buy different pieces of spandex to fit your needs. So if you need to a 16:9 or a 4:3 or whichever type aspect ratio, you'll be able to do that. So then, of course, it's putting the screen together. Now, this is super easy because there's a whole bunch of different options you can do. Now, of course, you can use the built-in or the included bungee cords, and they do lock in, so you don't have to worry about them, you know, ripping apart or anything like that. And again, really durable stitching, so you can pull all you want on here, and you don't have to worry about it ripping apart. So that's always really nice. Now, of course, the screen is much bigger than this particular size that we made. So you can get a custom screen if you need to use for an actual video screen, or if you're doing, for example, shadow dancing or anything like that, we can kind of wrap it around. So there's, I can go over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this one. We're gonna make a super small backdrop that any DJ can use for a school dance or something like that. Because that's one of the things that we always wonder is, what kind of backdrop can we create for our DJs? To the other one there. So as we create this backdrop for one of my DJs, what we're gonna do, or what we did is, again, we overlapped the spandex on the back like you saw there, which gives us nice clean runs. And the reason is because we used the multiple bungees that it came with, so we're able to, for example, pull from one side to the other, and it didn't rip stitches or anything like that because the screen is really well made. If you're going to use this as a rear projection screen, you want to make sure that you have the right size spandex with the right size F21 poles, whether it's a 2.0 or the 1.5, so that way when you project, you don't have the shadows from the overlapping spandex and everything behind you. So there are some really neat things that you can do for here. Now, one of the cool backdrops you can do is you can create backdrops that are going to fit your themes. So for example, if you're doing a Northern Lights effect, which has been picking up here, hopefully maybe it'll pick up around your area because it's a really fun effect, you know, the whole Aurora Borealis, Winter Wonderland type theme. What you would do is you would take the Royal 3D or any type of star, or you know, the Starfield type projectors. You could use the LED H2O Pro, and you use the Hypnotic RGB, and you can create a Northern Light type effect on the back of this, and now suddenly you're now part of the theme as well. It took a matter of seconds to put together. It breaks down. You can quickly put it in a tripod bag if you wanted to, or one of the many Global Truss America bags for these stands, and you can put all this together and have something where you can do really neat things with. So again, we have a few different components here. We do have the F21 1.5 poles, but you can also build this with the 2.0. You can put multiple ones together to create a much bigger frame and actually have a really nice rear projection screen. With your die connectors, your little blocks right here on the end, you could also put, for example, clamps, or or you can mount the clamp in there so you can actually hang it from your trussing as well. Obviously not if your spandex stretched over it, but you can get the idea on there. And of course we have the awesome Spandex screen that comes with the bungee cords and in this nice, easy, portable bag. And unlike other Spandex screens, this one does not rip as easily, and instead of the ugly, hideous grommets, it's got really clean seams on the end where you can just take the little loop and connect your bungee cord to it. So again, my name is Ronaldo Wofferman with Dane of Fuse Entertainment out of Ohio on behalf of Global Truss America. Guys, if you have any questions, please leave them below, or you know how to contact us. Thank you so much, good night, and God bless.